Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another 31 Days of Cutfiles layout for you. I've got two adorable photos of my son crawling through, it's like a fake wood log at the Children's Museum. We took him there on his birthday in 2015, so it would have been his second birthday? Oh my gosh, yeah. Crazy. And we did the leaves with stitching, so I did kind of like, they're almost like an ombre stitching, and I left them white. I don't like it so far. So I think I'm going to play with some color and ink pads and kind of dip them, because I don't necessarily want my stitching to suffer and change, but I don't think it will if I dip them and I'm careful with how I color them. It was one of those things where I was just doing a bunch of stitching and I was like, let's hope for the best. We'll see what happens. Maybe something will come of this. I just wanted to get some stitching done, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do yet. So we're going to play with these and see if we can get some color on the leaves. I'm just taping some of the stitching down because it obviously is loose and is not holding tight, and we don't want that either. So we're going to play with these a little bit, maybe with some ink. And I was kind of inspired by this Doodlebug collection. I gotta go find the rest of it. I just grabbed one little piece for stitching, so when I was matching, I did it on a car ride for one of our family trips this summer. And I didn't want to have too much bulk with me since it was a car ride, so I just grabbed a thing for color matching. So I'm gonna get these taped up, and we're gonna find the rest of the collection, figure out a strategy. Let's get started. All right, I lied. Well, I didn't really lie. When I went to go find the rest of the collection, I found this page. I was wondering where my this is how chaotic my craft room is sometimes. I couldn't find this maker's board, the magnetic ranger board, and I couldn't find it, and I didn't know where I had left it, and turns out I had started a layout. Look at that. So I had started this, and since it was started, I'm like, well, why would I do another one when I could just finish this one? So I'm gonna finish this one. And I thought the leaves could just go down on here, which would be super cute. And I started coloring them. By dipping them into some color, and I'm really liking the way that it looks, and I just want to add the yellow and the orange yet. So but I just wanted to show you. So these are two photos of us at a pumpkin patch. I had created tags and put twine in them and tied bows. I do have some embellishments left. So I was like, why not finish a page instead of start a new one? Even though, you know, more pages need to get done, but here's one sitting here not done. So let's do this instead. So I've got this going. I could actually probably take it off the mat now. All this stuff is glued down. So this is what we're going to work on. So I want to add the orange and the yellow to the leaves so far. And so far it's working what I thought would be working, adding color and not changing the color of my thread. It changed this one a tiny bit, but not a ton. But now I'm going to add the warm colors. So now it really won't, because I have all these warm colors of threads. So all I've been doing is, so far I've used just some shimmer sprays. So I used Coloring's Will Blue Me Darn for the blue, and I used Forget Me Not Vibes by Shimmers. So now I'm going to use, I think we'll do the yellow last because it is the new Color Splash Opaque, basically acrylic paint. And I want to do some more colorings. This one's Freshly Squeezed, so this is the orange. So all I'm doing is putting it down on my silicone matte part here, and then just squishing, and then letting it dry. That is it. That is all I'm doing. I want the stem to be colored. And obviously the more times I go across it, the more, the less there is to pick up. So it's going to change every leaf. I kind of debated leaving these white after looking at it on the layout, because they're going to be on that bright orange cardstock. But I really like the idea of having these colored to match at the same time too. And I could just do this on my glass mat. I just choose not to. All right, so I got my yellow. And this is the last color. And I'm okay with some of the white showing. I just wanted to get as much of it colored as I could. This side, a little bit up top, and a little in the center. Okay, there. Now I've got all 4 colors from the collection pretty much on my paper, or on my leaves. And now we let them dry. And since the page, normally then this would be the point that I would then glue all the stuff down for the page, but the page is already glued down because that's how far I got the first time I started working on it. So now I'm gonna go scrounge up a title. I'm gonna see if I can find a pre-made title that I can use because I have a lot of them. I might even go look through my acrylic and see what I've got, but yeah, we need to definitely use up some pre-made. Okay. So I found some things in my ColorCast Design stash. I was debating between these 4. I really liked the teal, the dark turquoise on here, and I really liked the bright orange. I think I'm ultimately going to go with Fall Faves just because togetherness looks I love it there, but at the same time, slight hoarder in me is like, I can use this for anything. Fall Faves is limited to really fall photos. So I like the color, I think, better than the pop of the orange, even though this also looks really good. But I really like the darkness to there. And so I'm gonna put these ones aside and use them a different time. But with this one fall day, which was close to the same colors, I almost used this as well, but I like a more linear, not so stacked for up here between my tags for my title. And then came with these 3 little acrylic leaves. So we're going to use those as well as the little critters, the pine cone and the 2 leaves that were in my embellishments for this lovely little doodlebug collection. I've kind of picked out what I wanted, and then this one little heart. And then we've got these yellow enamel dots we can use that I think I'm going to sprinkle around in here as well. We're going to get to gluing. I might leave the backing on there because I feel like if I take it off, can I peel it back and see? It's more of a clear one, not an opaque one. Because I feel like if I take it off, oh, maybe it'll be dark enough. I don't want to tear it off. I think it'll be dark enough that it'll be fine. Sometimes I've taken the backing off and then wished I hadn't because it was see-through, and then it didn't have the impact because it didn't have the backing on it. But I think this one's dark enough that it'll be okay, and now it's too late anyway. So if it's not my fault, my problem, not anybody else's. All right, I got them all glued down, added some the yellow enamel dots and grabbed some turquoise and green ones as well. Just kind of sprinkled them. And I really like the way that turned out. Let's see, should we add some white splatters as well, maybe? My gloss media spray here. That's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Check out all the 31 Days of Cutfiles that have been done in the playlist down below, and check out the Facebook group where you can go see everybody else and what they've created, even if they're not playing on YouTube. And then you can post yours if you want. All good things. But there you have it. Thanks again. Bye.